Please do not watch this video if you are sensitive or impressionable. Your heart is racing, it's pounding. You think or you feel that it's going to jump out of your chest. Some people say that during panic attacks they are sweating. It's hard to breathe in any case, and you can't just sit or you can't lay down. You want to run and go somewhere. Just you feel like moving constantly. And people who had these attacks, the panic attacks, something that they have in common is that they all were exposed to constant or chronic stress. And of course, some disorders in your physical body or even illnesses, diseases, they can cause, the symptoms can cause the panic attacks, but usually it all comes from your mind. Something bad happened, or the charade of the events happened that left you wondering, left you stressed out, left you empty, left you sick in your stomach, or sick altogether. And what happens is usually that you ignore the signs. You ignore the signs of your mental health, and you don't pay attention altogether to yourself. And the more you ignore, the harder these attacks hit you in the end. And because our body is very smart, yes, actually, and it just gives us signs. It cries for help with these panic attacks. And what to do if you are in this situation? Let's say maybe the hardest part is when you are alone. You are alone in your apartment, or you just, let's imagine everybody left the house. You are alone and this panic attack is going on. So the best thing you could do is, first of all, maybe call someone. Call the ambulance, or ask someone to call the ambulance. If it helps you, some people want to go outside just to breathe because they feel even more panic, and they feel trapped inside the house, inside the room, and they go out, and if it helps, even talk to strangers, passers-by, because the world is full of kind people. But of course, let your friends, family know. Ask someone to call ambulance if you can, if you have enough strength. But usually people are just too much distracted to do so. Call yourself, call the ambulance yourself, and just get all the help that you need. And remember to breathe. That's the most important part. And that's why so many people ignore when, or they are lazy, or they think that it's not for them. So many people ignore the physical training, yes, and some exercises, even 15-20 minutes a day can save you from this distress, from the stress you could put yourself into. Because the more you ignore your health, the worse it becomes. And if you called the ambulance, or somebody is near you already, you are not alone. Well, usually what happens when the ambulance arrives and you tell all the symptoms, all the facts, all the things you experience, at that moment, the doctors usually say that it's nothing, and of course they do some procedures, and they can give you the placebo pill, and even that helps. So because your mind is distracted and you understand that it's not the end, that you are surrounded by people, that people are going to help you, and you just need to take care of yourself, and everything is going to be alright. Even in that those small gestures, they can bring you back to normal, back to breathing. Your heart is going to be okay, and it's not racing that bad already, and you are able to sit down, or you are usually asked to lay down, and yeah, so you feel better. And but of course, just side note, I'm talking about the panic attacks and not other things that can happen to people, worse things. Yes, so panic attacks when your mind just exaggerates what your body experiences. But of course, it's even when you are okay, it's a lot of people, when they experience panic attacks, if they didn't take care of the problem, the panic attacks usually reoccur, and nobody can tell you how often they will happen. So the frequency is unknown, and it's very individual, but you can stop that, and you can work at least towards stopping it forever for you. And well, probably you should, if that happened to you, or you just watching this video and you don't want that to happen, just really take care of yourself. And it's better to talk or to vent about something before you have such problems, and you are going to go through that, because panic attacks are not pleasant at all, and probably you could see that in the movies or just read about that, and it still makes you uncomfortable, but is even 100% worse when you experience it yourself, especially when you experience it often, when it reoccurs. So nothing good in that, really. And the only bright side, because let's always seek for the bright side, is that you pay attention, you finally pay attention to what your body and your mind need. And they usually need the same things that we all need, just the clarity, the calmness of your mind, and taking care of yourself, loving yourself. And please, let's be kind to one another, because you see, every one of us experiences some hard stuff, and all the actions, all the words that we say to one another, they matter. They can cause something that you wouldn't want for another person. You probably accidentally do or act that way, but probably we all know our patterns, and we can predict and stop that, so that we hurt less. those who surround us. Let's be kinder and nicer, and let's bring more positivity to one another.